So we've got 17.3% completion here. Oh, do we want to? Well, we'll do the normal thing first before we try the defect. And we're on difficulty 3 of 4. How hard was it raining? It was heavy rain. Chapter 1, Above My Home. So, there's some neat things about this game, like, for example, you can actually see your stats accurately. When you get, like, damage ups and stuff like that, you get to know what they're actually doing. So, like a lot of bullet hell sort of games, you have what are called panics in this game. Your bombs that can clear the bullets nearby, save you from danger sort of thing. You've got a charge shot and an automatically firing non-charge shot. Each stage you get to choose between from 1 to 4 different bosses. And you can base this based on the bosses you're fighting or the type of gifts they are giving you. So, let's see, that is a void defense and a heart damage. Yeah, if we can do this, it's worth it, probably. And you're also looking at the monster's level. Fighting higher level monsters gives you more karma, but also makes monsters harder for the rest of the kind of series of fights. Yeah, there you go, Dylan. There you go. Maybe I saw the word too many just by default, by assumption. So, yeah. We get pretty good things if we take this out. Was this thing rude? And, you've also got kind of your focus mode, which lets you move slowly, that a lot of bullet hells might have. So you can get more DPS using the charge shot, but it's but only if you like time it well. Oh crap! I wanted to make sure I had the combo going long enough. I think I got there, but I'm not sure. I didn't hear the sound, so maybe not. Because I really want to get the card, the power up from doing that. If you break combo, so you haven't damaged them for 1 second, that's how you lose the combo. Like so. Oh god. See, I'm getting greedy for combo and then not even keeping it. If you take damage, you lose the combo also. The auto fire stops when I do a charge shot. You can also break off pieces of the enemy, which is kind of worth bonus points. Let's go with points. Let's try to sneak through since I didn't think I could keep the combo going otherwise, and I think we never got our 30%. So instead I got hit several times and also still didn't get the combo. I should have just used a bomb, but getting used to actually using bombs in games like this can take a lot of work. I did not. Oh man, miserable. Well, so we started off incredibly terribly, but we'll keep trying and see if we can recover. Karma basically increases your odds of having more bosses to choose from and getting better stuff from fighting those bosses. Assumedly we want to do this. So until we have radiated various upgrades and stuff, we don't necessarily know what we're getting from fighting them. We know the type, so the blue is our like standard like permanent upgrade for the fight, for the run, I should say, not like permanent, but a passive. That's the word I want to use. Passive upgrade for the rest of the run. Yellow is like bonus stuff, like meta currency and healing and things along those lines primarily. And green is consumables, like one-time use before a fight for a more powerful effect. We had to get to like 28, 29% of that 30% required. It's very sad. Alright, we'll go with this since it's lower level, and I think the fight is a little bit easier. You see, we now have a little friend helping us shoot with some added damage. Oh no, I was thinking of the other one, I think. Yeah, this is not the easier one, but this one shouldn't be too bad still. But a lot of your upgrades in this, oh crap, are kind of Isaac-like. So like, this is our little helper. And one interesting thing is that like, anytime you're hitting any piece of the enemy, you're generally hurting it. So like sometimes there's enemies with like multiple chunks that you can break off or whatever, but you don't have to necessarily break them all off to defeat the enemy. You might just be worth like more points to do so or stuff like that, you know? Hey, G Marshall. Alright. Double Wish is just 6 flat karma. Okay, sure. Certain attacks become burn damage. Panic damage. Hey, maybe we should use our panics. None of that was healing, unfortunately. And, yeah, G Marshall, like, there needs to be a kind of specific difficulty for me to be excited about, bullet hell shoot 'em up sort of games generally. Like, I want it to be medium difficulty, and it seems like most of them are either super easy or very hard. So, like, this seems to actually be hitting kind of that more middling difficulty that I like. So that's nice. Like this or Jamestown is another example that is kind of in that realm. So we haven't ever beaten whatever boss this is, so let's try to do so. And that does increase our damage. It's not a heal, but I guess 2 health up is sort of a heal with max health. Yeah, okay, this is the other Sentinel, the upside down Sentinel. So this one has like legs, and you can also shoot off its arm, which reduces its attack options. But doing all of that is just kind of extra. I hit the slow down button to try to speed myself up. So not the best, not the best. Let's give that another go. Let's do a little bit better this time. Among the Petals. I don't think I actually remember having that title before. Okay, round size was miserable, but doesn't have to be. This is a Tetrid is a meta currency, basically. It's kind of a weird system that's a little hard to describe even, but we'll probably just take that because it's lower level. The first time we fought this thing, we got completely bullied, but the second time we did a lot better. And if you notice at the bottom where it shows like my current combo and such, that turns yellow when like the enemies move it around in such a way that the game doesn't necessarily expect me to be able to hit it. So it lets you keep the combo even when the enemy's like going off screen and stuff. So I'm trying to focus down its backside there to take off its saw. I'm just trying to stay away so I can stay alive. That's a little closer than I would like. Okay. Now it's, main saw is down. These little chunks in the middle are destructible as well. It might decrease the number of bullets that come from this stuff, I'm not sure. Hooray for generous checks, hitboxing. Other things that'll give you bonus points, not taking damage. Basically, you get more points while you haven't taken damage. Alright, so we got movement speed up and some radiant defense. There's different types of damage that you can be hit by. So we take less damage from that type. See, so this is a 2-star passive. We'll probably go with that. Since like we don't really need the heal here, so heart candy's kind of a weaker effect. And I think the burning viral is maybe a little easier, but they're pretty similar difficulty probably. Face another nightmare. I see you. Yeah, so this is like pure boss rush, so like Touhou, for example, is mostly boss rush, but it has kind of the in-between, like, super weak enemy sort of situations going on. Which is not always that interesting. I think I mentioned that you can, you get relevantly higher DPS if you perfectly do your charge shots, but you have more chance of like missing them and firing too early or too late with the charge shots, so it's easier to like lose your combos and stuff like that too. Which isn't essential, but sometimes getting enough, like that. We needed to get enough points or combo, I forget what it was. I wasn't paying attention for the items you get for the level. Sometimes you need that, and you'll also get more meta currency. Glow mark. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. You can get defense from the yellow cards as well. And now we shoot burning shots instead of radiant shots, which just depends on the enemy if that's better or not, but it also does something else. It, burning, we can check. Let's see, increases our damage, so instead of being 4, our damage is 5, and I think our, heart rate went up as well. So DPS went up quite a bit there. So you can see that since we've radiated the cards of these bosses, we can see their detailed stats. Again, that's kind of a weird mechanic. I'll get into it after we win or lose this run, when we have some currency to spend. But you can see they've got a extra defense against flame shots. It's not like make or break, it's not a drastic defense, but my attacks will do less damage against them. And I think we'd probably rather fight the voltage viral anyway. Unless these guys are offering something specific I know is good. Yeah, no, we'll go with this. And it lets me look into the stats of this stuff too, by the way. So, like, I can see that their amount of burn defense means I do 13.5% less damage. So, you know, it's less, but it's not drastic. And there I lost my combo since I tried to do a charge shot but released it too early, so I didn't get the charge shot off. Got some sort of Shivo thing there. Find out what it is after the fight. Oh, the last. Should have used focus to slow myself down there. I wonder if it's possible to get it down to 0 orbs. It's pretty hard to even get it down to the 2 that it was there, though. Hey, Shinichizo. Deal with beards. Beards are awesome, clearly. Okay, toxic heart shots now. How that ends up working is the one that actually takes effect is the most recent one you've gotten, but they all give extra stats in addition. Vitreous Ocean. And we got, break a total of 500 monster parts, sure. We've unlocked Shame! We fulfilled a dream, so we unlocked Shame. That's how this game works. Right, Toxic gives me a crit. So we got 10% crit and higher crit damage. Okie doke. Alright, well, we only got the one choice, so let's roll. Taking out these back things, I think, makes the next phase come later. It's the main advantage to doing so. Excuse me, I could have bombed there. Yeah, let's, wonder if there's anything special for taking off all of one wing. Definitely use a heal now. Alright, we're just gonna keep We're switching back to Radiant now. It seems like every time I start getting these, I get like a whole bunch of them. I'm guessing that's just coincidence, but we're back to Radiant now. And Kinshiro, if you were referring to the issue with Celeste earlier, yeah, I did. When I rebooted it, did fix that problem. And if you're referring to this game, it just like hard froze once, and we rebooted and that fixed it too. A new monster can now be loved. Lulu. Hey, Test Runner. Thank you for the raid. Do we have any, I guess... Okay, we got staples still. So that increased our crit rate quite a bit. When our crit damage is already up, so that's good. And I think it, yeah, gave us 0.5 damage and 12% crit rate, I think. So DPS is reasonable now. I would like a heal. That would be good. You're offering longer panic attacks and +1 panic. You're offering unknown and a heal. Yeah, I think we'll take this one. Boiler, yeah, we haven't seen this at all. What's up with my attacks looking like this? Are the circle ones crits or something? Like, is it preset crits? Oh, that explodes for damage when I kill it. That's too bad. And so did that one. Okay, well, we know that about that monster now. She would repair it again. She always did. Hey, Stone Mason. So, how this works, the Tetrids we've collected, it's kind of a multi-tier unlock thing that is weird, but not that terrible. I don't know, it's weird. So you've got your like achievement unlocks, which like kind of adds new stuff to the game. That's kind of your Binding of Isaac style unlocks, right? Like, then you've got, you can spend your Tetrids to radiate the cards, and then you get more information about them, and so if we radiate a monster card, then we get to know like its stats and like info about it and stuff. And if we radiate like one of our bonuses, our power gifts here, we get to know if the enemy's gonna drop that. Like, when we see question marks, it'll no longer just be question marks. We'll get to know that, yes, the enemy is going to be dropping that for this fight. So I've been mostly focusing on doing the monsters. All these need the reds. Alright, well, we can only do one. Sure. How about Round Saw? So they attack with Toxic and then weak against Dark. Severe lack of affection has caused her to explode into fits of rage. Unfortunately, any attempts to administer hugs end badly for the hugger. So, relevant Toxic defense and relevant Void weakness. Breaker Saw and armor segments to expose more weak spots. That's when you strike with maximum love. And, I mean, sure. Lucky Flower. That's a pretty weak one. But then we at least know where it is, so we can, like, avoid getting it if we don't want it, you know. All right, let's try the new one. We unlocked this at the very end of the last time we were playing this game, and we don't know what's different about it or how it works. Like, do we kick down the difficulty, or just we'll just go with it, I guess. Oh, it's a different young Zaridan woman. All right, this is the defect. This is the story of a young Zaridan woman. She lived in a cave far away from anyone. Zaridan are supposed to have wings. Her wings are defective. Her eyes are defective. Her heart, defective. No, this thing is a monster in disguise. She had lived in the cave for far too long. The monsters became too much for her. Her heart was torn to pieces. The void had come to take her. She had given up. She was ready to surrender. But then she saw something miraculous. A wave of radiant light pulsated throughout the void. The void disintegrated right before her. That fool rejected the ultimate gift. She had experienced a new feeling. It was unlike anything she had ever felt before. Her heart began to repair itself. It was love. But it was too much for her alone. She just had to share it with all the monsters. Why would they want her defective love? So, you know, there's some plot. It's interesting. Hey, Space Scout. Young Zaridan, this unit has detected unusually high levels of stress from your heartbeat. This unit is programmed to provide assistance. Would you like any assistance? This unit is awaiting a response. Oh, the defect apparently has some Smee's voice stuff. Oh, are you talking to me? That is correct. I am looking for someone, I think. Have you seen another Zaridan around here? Interesting. So when we've played with the default starting character there, that is also a Zaridan, and this unit, this robot, she's talked to us every day for about 180 days straight, and we didn't have our memory for we lost our memory every day for most of that, and the Void was the kind of final boss at the end, and giving the Void love kills it, basically, unlike the other monsters, and so I mean, it does sound like nonsense, but there's like some consistency there and some interesting things going on anyway. This unit has not seen another Zaridan today. However, this unit has seen many Zaridan before. This unit may be able to assist in searching for the requested Zaridan. Suggestion: describe the color of the Zaridan's hair and skin. And let's see, her hair was... Oh, her hair was red? Her skin was a red-looking color. Scans have detected an abnormality in the eyes of this young Zaridan. I can't see colors. This unit would like to apologize. Perhaps this unit can assist in some other way. Well, the other day I was hiding from one of those monsters. I thought it was going to find me. Then my heart just started shooting a bunch of nonsense at it. Then she stopped trying to kill me and gave me something. She just wanted me to be around me all day after that.
but the next day she was gone. I can't seem to remember what she gave me. Can you explain what that was?
This unit has acquired information to assist you. This unit has determined that you have just experienced love.
So that's what that is.
The mechanism by which the monsters in Zaridan forget each other is unknown to this unit. However, loving the forgetful monsters seems like a better alternative to living in fear of them. Suggestion, continue loving the monsters.
That's a good idea.
This unit has detected some peculiarities with your heart. Your love bullets are of the void element. However, if you charge up by holding A, then the resulting bullet will be radiant. All monsters have weaknesses and resistance, yes. Most viral monsters are resistant to void. Yeah. Use the appropriate ability in order to love the monsters in an efficient manner. Here's a good, like, just, if you want a, like, single line sentence that, like, gives you an idea of what this game is. Use the appropriate ability in order to love the monster in an efficient manner.
Thank you so much, Love Robot. I was a little afraid to talk to you at first, but now I'm glad I did.
This unit is feeling immense joy for the young Zaridan.
I'll pass that feeling on to the monsters.
Alright, so that increases our attack speed. That's pretty good. Yeah, why don't we just go with that? I should have actually looked at this character's full stats before just starting a fight, probably, but... Try to blast off the claws. One's on fire. It's hard to follow their jumps to keep the combo going. We're gonna get, like, this attack constantly now. Oh, I don't have to charge shot those to take him out. I thought I did. But yeah, we took out her claws, so this is pretty much what she does now. It seems like, at least with this character, I can take those out faster with the non-charge shots. She like just looks at her hands and is like, oh no! What happened? Cheers, Tegra. Thanks for stopping by. Burn defense, sure. This is new. This isn't the void. Looks like a viral.
Defect. Defect. Defect! Leave me alone. How dare you talk to me that way? Do you know who I am? No. Really? But I am the most beautiful of all virals. Do you not remember me? I don't. I'm sorry. There's no need for sorry. I should have expected it. Clearly my brilliant colors were too much for you. I'll give you a moment to bask in the glow of my presence. You must remember me now. I still don't remember you. But I am your viral. My viral? Of course. I talk to you all the time. Now I understand. You don't remember me because I did not look like this before. You should have known that. It seems there's something very different about the both of us now. My radiance is now beyond words. And you are a lot quieter. Yes, exactly. It all started when we observed something. It was that radiant light. It shined almost as beautifully as I do. Now, for the reason I've come to see you, I have decided to bestow upon you 2 gifts. The first is the gift of my presence. Yes, that is truly the ultimate gift, but there is more. The second is the gift of adamant will. If anything should happen to your heart, then I will repair it myself. I will repair your heart after every single battle. You would do that for me? Of course I would, my little defect. Come now, we must grace all of the monsters with my presence. Then let's go.
Curious. So, we've only had 12 health. I think that's the same move speed, that's the same combo delay. We start with a little void resist. Oh, I think I'd start with this. So we full heal after every battle, looks like. We do slightly more damage, but pretty similar. And I think the panics are pretty similar too. We get a, oh, that's what Adamant Will does. I see. But it is something we start with, looks like. Greetings, Bladue. Welcome to the stream. I've never seen it have the same actual enemy twice before. That's curious. It's like, do you want a better gift? We'll just take Glacier, I think. Let's do the combo. Let's just live here. Trying to peel off some of her flowers, her petals here. Not particularly easy to focus fire any of them though. Ah, blessed. Well, as long as we aren't dead, that's fine. Problem. I wonder if like direct heal items are removed from the pool since they'd be kind of worthless now. I guess we'll find out. Love signal. Yeah, I don't actually know quite what that does. We've had it before. Charge shots attract basic shots. I still don't really know what that does. All basic shot types for a shirt. Like, does it, I guess we need to pay attention if it's creating it where maybe from where we shot it from? Because it seemed like it wasn't doing anything from where it landed. Hey, Alcadair. Curious, Alcadair. Okay, I guess I was trying to watch for it when we had it before, but I couldn't see that happening. And I think this reward's a little better. This enemy is a little easier. We'll take this one. Oh, yeah, that was some good homing there. Okay. Interesting. And it does let me get some backward shots. Shambled Paradox. Oh, it's killing 4 of that boss type, I think. Oh, I didn't actually get 21%. Wow. RIP. The darkness. So that's probably easier, and that's got the weakness. I actually kind of wanted to see if it seemed like, did we get any other benefits from the love signal? Because the homing thing is interesting. I don't know if it's strong enough to be a 2-star on its own, though. Oh, this should be fun. The signal is fairly helpful against this boss specifically, too. Like, we can actually keep a combo through that attack, which is not the norm. Oh god, I lost track of which one was me. Oh, just get greedy on the hits there. Okay. Petrichor. Helper damage up. Okay. But not a lot. But if you get enough helpers, it could be pretty strong, probably. And yeah, Shinichi, so they seem to cover concerns like that pretty well. Yeah, just a raw damage up is pretty strong. Maybe we do want to go for this paper cut. What else we got here? Staples are good, that's kind of trash. So either of these are pretty good picks. This is a slightly easier fight. We'll go for the paper cut. That should be a fairly easy one to get the combo on, too. Oh, I didn't even see what hit me. Certainly have plenty of long enough combo, but would have been even better if I hadn't gotten a hit. Hey, Formal. Hope you had a good adventure time. I realize that implies that you were watching Adventure Time, but... a little bit, TR. It's not drastic. But there's bonuses in a few ways. I don't know if you have low enough damage to break both wings, Kinshiro. Maybe if you never shoot the four things in the back to begin with. Fangs is also what I haven't seen before. But so here, if you get, there's a few different types of perfect you could be referring to, of course. If you get 100% combo, you get an extra karma, so you get 2 karma. If you get 50% combo, you get 1 karma. If you don't get hit, you end up getting more of this stuff, the Tetrad bits. Basically, you start with a plus 25% bonus to how much you're getting at any given point. And then if you ever take a hit, that drops to 10%. If you take another hit, it drops to 0%. Agent A puzzle in disguise, huh? Sherikor, panic is bombs. Yep, exactly. Man, we're still seeing an enemy with just a single 1-star card. Even with all our karma now, huh? Alright, well, those 2 items increased our... Oh, I was looking at... I thought that was this DPS for a second. I was like, holy crap. Still, we went from about 31 to 46 or whatever. That's pretty solid. DPS increase there. The heal, not very appealing. I think I'm gonna just try to keep the level down. Mostly to make it so that if we make it to the end, the boss's level will be lower and we can maybe actually win. Oh, and that gives us a, oh, never mind, that's Zap Defense. I thought that was, the Zap, helper. That's the one we already have, though. Heart shot speed up. Yeah. So the homing shots doesn't apply to my helper, it seems, huh? Oh, that's not where we want that. I wanted to see if we could take out all the orbs. We got it down to 1. Briefly. I do wish these the dark bullets weren't as hard to see, though. That's actually probably my biggest complaint with this game. So, fairly minor. But like the black background with the black bullets is very hard to see. That might be intentional, but I don't care if it's intentional because I don't think it's fun. Oh, blessed. You also get a bonus karma for not getting hit as well. Is the other bonus along those lines I didn't mention when we were talking about it earlier. So it's not like drastic, but just a bonus. Like that's where I want it, really. I kind of dislike it the way it's handled in like Isaac, where it's a super win more sort of situation. And there's still, like, I guess a little bit of that, because karma means you can get better items and stuff like that, but... Virals! I assume that's the dev. Welcome. Hey, Serpent. In my dreams. Get viral rain now. Well, I mean, I want to look at the new thing. This might be that Lola or Lila or whatever that we just unlocked, but it is so much worse on the cards we're getting. It's a little toxic defense and a useless heal. That's actually a useful thing to have for the boss. Well, we don't know if Defect's boss is the same as our first character's boss, but might be helpful anyway. That's just a lucky flower. Probably rather go for our eye friend here. Yeah. And we already know our homing shots are at least reasonably helpful against it. Except when you go that far away from me, jerk. Oh, good. That helper being so close in color to me makes it a little more difficult to, like, at a glance, ascertain which I am, I think. Because I never had that problem with the first character and the followers. But that's the second time I've thought I was the follower with this character already. Oop, almost did it again. Just need to keep it on top of myself. Clearly, that's the strat here. Yep. Almost didn't release my focus fast enough there. Alright, got our bonuses. And got whatever that is. Alright, smooth fight. How can I make Kirby Dream Lands 3 Final Boss a whole game? Nice, Miles, nice. Tiny Wings, Feather Shots. Have not seen that one. New simple power, Webbed Wings. Unspookable. Oh, okay. Just defeat Lila without damage or panic. Sure. So, what does that actually give us here? Feather Shots. Really? Oh, because they're arcing all over the place. Right, they're not all gonna hit. And they have a limited range. Very limited range. Okay, I was like, I see this number, I'm like, excuse me? This is the best item I've seen? Okay, now it makes more sense. Now it makes more sense. I guess that probably doesn't count as a helper to get the helper bonus damage. So, unknown here, and unknown here. Alright, everything's unknown. Well, are we fighting Blot or are we fighting Blot? Let's see. No panic. Do not get hurt once. Those are anti-synergistic, and I think we'll keep focusing on the lower level to try to keep our boss low level, give us a chance to actually beat it the first time through here. Although the feather rings are probably specifically helpful against this boss, depending on how backwards some of my shots are going. Unclear. Alright, we'll just go with the lower level Blot, I think. Okay, so it's a shotgun right in front of you. Lost the combo, that's fine. Alright, not bad, not bad. Indeed, shit. Okay, well that's good for the boss that we know, anyway. And, you know, DPS base upgrade anyway. No more, theoretically switching between Radiant or Void damage. Not that we have most of the bosses I need enough to do that yet anyway, but... So, yeah, up to 57 DPS with that. So that gave us the crit and the 0.5 damage, I think it was? Something like that. Oh, we still have void damage on the feather shots, though. Our Blot will blot out the moon. Everything unknown except for... oh, an orange Tetrad. Okay. To challenge 45% on... okay. Hediso is one of the easier to combo. And you're on 30% combo. Yeah, we should just do this one. Welcome to Bullet Hell is its description, apparently. I never saw that one before. gonna focus more on trying to make sure we get the combo than, there it is, okay. Now I can focus on the back line again. I don't think I've actually seen it do a down-to-top attack like that before. I don't think taking out the wings reduces my incoming damage here. It's just a little bit of a bonus Tetrad bits. Alright. Smooth sailing. Yeah, you can break all 4 of the bat bits, Kinshiro. I've done that before. Okay, we've got Embrace. Lots of... Oh, hey, it's our 2 characters. Wait, no. Defect has different hair color, right? Webbed wings. Burn defense and feather damage up. Huh. And extra panics. Okay, well, we've got 12 panics now. If we can actually remember to use them aggressively. I didn't at first virals because the wings don't seem to react the same as other breakables. Like it wasn't as clear with the like the way it like flashes or reacts to the hits. Like it didn't seem like it was like the individual piece of the wing was taking damage like it does with other stuff. So I didn't think they could be destroyed at first, but then realized later. Crew Panic. Oh, is there a separate one for... Oh, no, we got this for 7 before. Now we got it for 12. Alright, sure. We've got red. And 3 yellow, sure. So, oh, this is different. There's like a mini boss or something, and then the music's different. Nervous. Hey, Anarcha. Yeah, it doesn't need to be anything too drastic, because it's also not like a huge deal that that information's imparted, but like a little indication would probably be helpful there. So, that's not going to do anything for us, really. None of these are unlocking the meta progression updates. Assumedly we just go for level 7 one that doesn't require me to do anything fancy. Although larger panic attacks is nice when we've got all of the panics, but I think oh wait. Interesting. I guess the carry gifts over thing is somewhat limited. I wonder what the restriction is there, because we don't have our staples anymore. Let's see, there's only 1 triangle below it here, when we normally had 3 with the other characters, so like maybe that's character specific. This character can only have 1 gift, perhaps? I think we had staples on... Oh, they are a separate pool? Okay, I'm just wrong then. I was thinking that we saw staples on this character's pool, but I guess not. Try to breathe. Okay, lots of bombs. Nyx Polyps. Okay, this is a mechanic we haven't seen yet tonight. Or really... Oh, that turns. Okay. Or really almost at all. These are safe zones, and outside of these zones we are very not safe, I guess. Oh, we have to kill that to open up another one. Okay. The feathers are pretty good here. This isn't a traditional fight for getting value out of my bombs, though, when I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, I think we mostly just want to focus on getting the feathers doing work here. But yeah, it will take damage if I stay outside of these areas very long. Oh, good God. Okay, bombs, bombs, bombs. Yep. Sure, use a bomb there, but... Making friends. I wouldn't really call it RPG Anarchy, but it's got light roguelike sort of elements. Plus one panic after every battle. Well, alright. Sure. Breath returns to you. We have all of the panic. Get some radiant boats. And a little bit of everything, sure. Chapter 5. Nowhere. Dual Prisma. New monster. Cool. Defeat Nyx Polyps. And as defect, receive 18 gifts of any type in a single run on at least heavy rain. Alright, that's specific and very much a thing we just did. Alright. And we are in fact going to the void. Our bullets are already, although let's see, does this, all standard attacks? The feathers don't count as a standard attack, do they? Like, not that there's really any reason to save it, but if there's no reason to use it, I probably won't use it either. Feathers do count. Okay, then I will use it. And, okay, we can't ultra abuse bombs. We tried that, last stream. We're like, alright, we've got all of the bombs, let's just kill it with bombs. Oh, there's a delay between bombs, run, run! That's, that was the experience, last time. So, we're probably not getting close enough that the feathers are gonna do much, but... we'll pop it anyway, in case it might help here. Oh wait, the low-level one has a unlock thing too, not just the high-level one, huh? Well, sign me up for the easier fight, I think. We've got tons of bombs, but we can get hit twice outside of bombs and still live. I think that's about it. We do have a little void damage, so it might be as... or void defense, it might be as much as 3, but... don't melee the void. I mean, if you're really good, you could probably melee the void. Yeah, I mean, getting close enough that some of the feathers are hitting. Oh, crap. channeling the void a little bit is potentially helpful. Alright. Like, I don't need to save Bobs. Let's just go in here. Alright. That was pretty smooth. Get the pillbox. And we got another Radiant Tetrid. Sure.
Why do you resist? Everything is all right. You are not alone anymore. I am here for you. Come here. Be nothing with me. You've come all this way. Do you wish to become nothing?
No. No, I don't want that.
Then why are you here?
I don't know.
You are in pain. I know this. That is the only reason anyone would look for me.
Maybe a little, but that's not why.
You are alone. Nobody loves you.
That's not true. Stop it.
It is true. You are a monster. You were left here to die.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, God. Excuse me? Yep. Down, down. Greetings, you. I was given the power to love. It was a beautiful feeling. For a moment, I was happy. But I don't deserve that power. I don't deserve that love. I don't deserve any love. I don't.
May I ask, why do you take the Zeradin away? I don't take anything that isn't given to me. They all choose to find me. They all choose to become nothing. They all want to be here. Well, as your most beautiful spawn, I regret to inform you that I cannot allow you to take this girl away. Do as you wish. I will not stop you. It does not matter what you do. She will be back tomorrow. And the next day. And the day after that. You cannot stop her.
We'll see about that. Like, that actually seems protective more than just, like, sinisterly protective. After how we were introduced to this viral? Unclear.
I will help her fix this. As many times as it takes.
Everything. Everything sounds like a pretty good reward. We've got apathy. Ripple effect. 5 chapters being a category. So I wonder if that could have happened outside of defect, or if it's randomized that it's not always 5 chapters. It's curious. Because that's a separate entry than the one we got before it. Ha! On by it. Up to 20.7. Oh! I was just gonna spin the stuff. Okay. Let's see.
You are here. I can't believe it. The device must have worked. And you came all this way? Did you come here to help me? Of course you did. Why else would you be here? Perhaps curiosity? I hope you'll help me anyway. I don't know what else I can do. This device lets me communicate with you through my dreams. For the signal to have even reached you, it must have gone an impossible distance. But then again, that distance was probably nothing to someone like you. I want to ask you so many questions, but the device only works one way, I think. My father made it, but I don't really know how to use it properly. It's fine, though. I have a lot of time to figure it out. Dreaming is really the only thing I can do these days. I did something very silly. It caused a lot of problems for everyone I love, and probably the whole world too. Maybe. Alright, that last part might have been an exaggeration. I really hope you can understand me. I know you have the capacity to love. I cannot be talking to you otherwise. At least I hope so. I need you to tell her something. I need you to tell her to move on. I would do it myself, but that's impossible now. Find a way to reach her. Tell her that I sent you. Please, tell her that I am okay. Tell her... Oh no. The signal... I'm a little tempted to jot that down to see if I can get meaning from it, but probably not. Help her.
Interesting. I know these are too scary, so we're not, we don't need to jump on, dealing with them right away or anything, but, that one's pretty cheap. Let's go and grab that. The virals are so dark that they don't even reflect any light. Even still, I know this one dreams of shining brightly. So that's actually significant void resist and radiant weakness. More so, more so than most enemies. Her voltage orbs must be an intimidation tactic. Hitting them affects her anyways. Okay, sure. Their max level is 6, huh? That's just all the tonics. Gotcha, virals. I clip it a video after. Oh, geez, that requires a the rainbow ones to unlock, huh? What else requires one of our rainbows? Anything? Nothing else yet, huh? That we have the stuff for. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty strong. We do want to know when that's available, probably. Let's do it. And all of these have individual text for them as well. Fang is maybe pretty good, too. It's 9%. It's not, like, amazing, but it does affect everything. Most other DPS sources are going to be higher than that, though. Like that one. Should be a little higher. Unless you already have thorns, in which case then Fang would be better, but, you know. Multiplicative stacking and all of that. Sure, one red. Why not? It's kind of weird, Squirrelian. Radiating the cards does two things. Basically, it when you're choosing your rewards from the monsters and stuff, you get to actually know what they are in advance if you have them radiated, instead of just knowing their tier level. Like, so by default, you can see it's like, oh, this is a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star blue card. But if you've already radiated that card, you know exactly what the reward is, so you know what you're going to get for beating that specific boss, so you can kind of determine which bosses you want to fight based on that. And they also give you a little more information about stuff. So, like, monsters, especially, for example, let you know, like, the monsters' like, weaknesses and strengths and attack types, as well as sometimes little battle tips and stuff. Greetings, Awandia. And there's... This I'll complain a little bit about. There's some items that don't tell you what they fully do unless you've radiated them. Like, the items have descriptions of what they do, but... Let's see... Stuff like... These ones, we don't have any of them unlocked to actually give full examples, but like this gives you burning shots, but it doesn't actually tell you that it also gives you, I'm gonna say, like, +1 attack damage, or whatever else the burning shots give you in the description. You can only see that information if you have it radiated, and I find that a little wonky. Like, I feel like it should just give you the full card information base, rather than having hidden bonuses on items that you have to just pay attention to or check. But, yeah, that's on all of these. All of those have hidden bonuses like that. Hey, Dark Blaster! Yeah, there you go. It's kind of like a Pokedex, sure. Hardest availability stage. If we drop the difficulty, we'd fight the hardest availability stage, probably. Cause sure, that'd be a thing we could do. But on a heavy rain, played it passive. That was our first time winning on the 3 out of 4 difficulty. So we've got the 2 characters. There's also a quick play mode, which will unlock some sort of 3rd character, it seems like. And then you've got 4 difficulty levels there that contains the levels of monsters. So that can go 1 to 6, that's 1 to 9, and that's 4 to 12. Yeah, I was wondering if that was part of it, Virals. It seemed like there was room for many of them, but... How small would the text look with 4 lines of text instead of 3? Like, you could potentially have the tech shrunk on those cards specifically, or something like that. But it's not the end of the world. I just, like, one thing I have appreciated about this game is that it gives you a lot of actual information about what everything does, instead of just being a vague, increases attack damage, and you never know what it actually means. Like, well, that could be 5% or 50%, and who knows? It actually tells you, yeah, this gives you 9% attack damage, and, like, actually tells you the stats, so, like, that's something I appreciate a lot in games and often find lacking, so if it's still, like, lacking in a few areas, it's somewhat nitpicky, since a lot of games don't have that at all, and that's always frustrating to me, but I would pretty much always like more information where possible. Hey, Doom! But I know it's always a lot of things to juggle, both, between, like, early access, things being updated, you have to update potentially the actual internal data and the text description, make sure those are consistent, and you have to have the UI still look good and clean, and yeah, I understand there's a lot of options there. A lot of things. Oh, because you've got a set size pixel font. I wonder if it would be problematic if just the display of those cards had, like, went bigger at the bottom. Like, it would look slightly weird since it wouldn't be the same size as the other cards, but that would be a fairly easy extension. It would be a little awkward for the coding special case, just like the text size might be. Dwarf Fortress gives you a lot of information. It does, but we have other problems with Dwarf Fortress, namely that it has literally the worst UI of any game that's actually worth playing. So, you know, there's problems. There's problems there. But yeah, I'm just trying to think about it in the context of you know, actually programming ease. That was these type probably. Yeah. Oh yeah, we don't have any examples, so I was thinking, like, if the on these ones, I'm trying to remember if the like base description uses 2 lines, because if you could just have like burn bullets, or like you even use the symbol of the bullets potentially in the short description, that could take 1 line, and then you'd still have 2 lines for the like, for example, plus 10% crit chance, plus 40% crit damage on this one, or whatever. Just let it run off the card. I mean, that's like an interesting thing. Like, I think it's ultimately worse because it makes it look like a less professional product. But I would probably prefer that to it not being there. But yeah, UI is a lot of work. UI is a lot of work. Hey, Mr. Quackums. I don't see any benefit to Dwarf Fortress having a terrible UI. I think it's just bad design as far as I'm concerned, really. Or not like, bad isn't even really the right word. They just decide to actively not care. They're like, alright, well, everything's inconsistent and arbitrary. Yep, here we go. I'm not gonna go back and fix anything or work on anything being consistent or any sort of usability stuff like that. Hey, Duat. Gotcha, Virals. Yeah, I haven't noticed it a lot. These are the main cards that come to mind, just that they've got the hidden stats on them there. I mean, there's some other stuff that, like, is not entirely obvious how it works at first, but once you use it, it's pretty clear, like Anchor or whatever. Or what was the, there was another thought I had on... Love Signal's description might specify your standard bullets. Because at first I was expecting it to maybe affect enemy bullets or affect my helper bullets or whatever. Not a big deal. Again, fairly clear once you're actually using it, but that would probably make it a little clearer if there's room on it. Yeah, indeed, Test Runner, indeed. Get Dwarf Therapist to control assigning jobs to your dwarves. That's really the only, like, good external tool that exists, I think, though. Like, most of the other stuff doesn't work. You can change the tile set, which helps readability quite a bit, but the actual interface of interacting with the game is still pretty miserable. But, like, so for, like, specific examples of what I'm talking about Dwarf Fortress, I'm not just talking about, like, oh, it's ASCII and you need to, like, navigate the menus with letters. Like, okay, whatever, that's fine. I mean, I've played Dungeon Crawl Soulstooth, I've played ADOM, like, but the thing about Dwarf Fortress is that it's just, like, really sloppily done with that UI stuff, even considering that, right? Like, you might have the same exact, like, type of menu you're navigating, like, oh, I'm moving things from column A to column B or whatever, that works exactly the same in one submenu as another sub-submenu, but they use completely different keys. It's like, over here I need to use J and L to switch between the left and right, but here I'm using A and D, and it's just, like, completely arbitrary and random each time there. Yeah, that would probably be clearer, Virals. Yeah, Dwarf Fortress has a lot of stuff like that, or like mini screens that require you to use 7 distinct keys to navigate when it could be done with 3 distinct keys, and just little silly things like that. Like, they just throw new features in without worrying about anything being consistent or organized or intuitive or anything like that, so becomes a hot mess, basically. Yeah, features added without regard for other features. Yep, that's exactly why. In any case, it is break time, so let's take ourselves a break and be back in a couple minutes here, shall we? If you happen to be new to the stream, I'd appreciate a follow and all of that jazz. And we'll see you in just a few minutes, folks. Well, I mean, there's still different degrees, Virals. There are still different degrees. You could put some effort into it. Like, I'm not even saying, like, oh, it needs to have good, like, I don't know, mouse navigation or things like that, but if you just take a quick look, it's like, oh, I'm making this submenu again. What did I do last time? I used these keys? Okay, I'll use these keys again. Like, that still takes time. Like, that does still take effort. I'm not saying it doesn't, but, like, that really isn't that much effort for the benefit you get from it. That's like there's a middle ground where it could be like, you know, a poor UI instead of, like I said, like I legitimately think Dwarf Fortress has literally the single worst UI of any game that is actually worth playing. So, like, there's a lot of room for improvement that isn't like super top tier polish. They could be like, all right, we have like like we took an editing pass through this like twice and cleaned it up a little bit, like. But yeah, we'll be back shortly, folks. Alright, we are back. Yeah, I mean, I still emphasize the worth playing. Like, I enjoyed my time with Dwarf Fortress overall. Like, I still give it a 7 rating-wise. But, it's just, like, constant work to play Dwarf Fortress, right? Like, that's pretty much how I feel. Like, it's got cool stuff going on, but it is tedious to make that actually happen, for sure. And it just gets tiring to interact with the game, is pretty much where it ends up. Like, I had kind of the same problem on a lesser degree with, like, Kerbal Space Program and stuff like that, just interacting with the game became kind of tedious, like Neo Scavenger, things like that, and I'm a bit spoiled by, like, Factorio or, like, Slay the Spire. Essentially, every game needs to have Slay the Spire or Factorio level quality of life and UI. That's just what I want from all of my games now. And, you know, most of them can't do that for lots of reasons, because it takes a lot of work, being one of them. But, I want it still. I want it. I feel like clearly I'm entitled to good UI, okay? Thank you for the 9 months, G-Volt. And yeah, Anvar, that does become another problem once you have a long-established pile of badness. Like, what do you do with that? You've got this this debt, both, like, probably in the code itself and in the usability of the game and stuff. That happens in a lot of things in a lot of different ways. Like, that's one potential downside of an early access approach. Depending, one that comes to mind that's a more obscure example of this type of thing is in Crypt of the Necrodancer. The first song of the first level doesn't have a very distinctive beat, so it's not actually a very good introductory song because there's not, like, a good beat to actually go to. But, like, I don't have exact reasons why here, but, like, I know that, Danny Baranowski, the composer, like, agreed with me on this. It's like, yeah, no, it doesn't have a clear beat. That's just true. But they never changed it, and I'm guessing because it's, like, it's already established. Like, it's already a good song. People like the song. People identify the song with that level. And, like, changing it's just kind of weird at that point. You've also got stuff like, League of Legends, like, I don't know if they ever changed this or not. Like, I haven't really played League in 5 years or whatever, but, some of the earlier characters had, their abilities kind of on the wrong key. Like, your standard, like, kind of spam, like, attack sort of ability that you would use most often is generally on Q for characters that have that type of ability. And then, like, Ashe, one of the earliest characters, is like an archer that has, like, this spam attack that shoots, like, arrows out in front of her. Like, that ability was on, like, W, I think, instead. So, like, you just kind of have to decide if you break the muscle memory of everyone that's used to it, or try to fix it to be consistent with how everything else works, and that is definitely a real concern. Like, there's no right answer. There's no single right answer there. That's another thing I will give Factorio credit on, though, is they've actively decided, it's like, no, we're gonna break stuff people are used to if it is making the game better. Like that can be a hard thing to decide onto, both because you're kind of taking more effort to piss people off is kind of what you're doing on some level, but ultimately the game is better once it gets to that point. So it's interesting. It's definitely an interesting discussion point. And, yeah, I mean, like, UI design in general is very rough. Like, I haven't done a lot of work on UI sort of design on stuff that I've worked on, but, like, even just, like, trying to get text, like, nicely, consistently placed on a, like, phone screen or whatever. Like, something that simple. Like, no special effects, no juice when you're pressing it or anything like that. You're just, having it nicely placed exactly where you want it, where it's lined up with other things that are generated in different ways. Like, that's surprisingly hard sometimes. Enough. Oh, and while you're here, Virals, I should also mention we had a crash issue last stream. I don't know if there's a crash log saved or anything that'd be useful to send you on that, but we had a hard freeze where the game completely froze up, and it actually it's possible it had something to do with Steam's update too or something, just because we couldn't restart Steam even after ending all Steam processes that were running. We had to reboot before I could even restart Steam, but yeah, we had a hard freeze. Iterations on the tutorial. How did I find the tutorial? Let's see. I think it was clear. It felt a little overlong, but it wouldn't feel that way to someone that isn't used to, say, hasn't ever played a Toho game and doesn't know what a bomb is or something like that. So I already knew some of the basic sort of shmup bullet hell mechanics, so it was a little slow for my taste, but it wasn't really tedious. It wasn't oh god, when will this end? It was okay, I kind of get what's going on here. But it seemed descriptive enough that you should be able to understand those mechanics if you've never played a game like this, which is ultimately what a tutorial needs to do. It's nice to be able to rely on ingrained game knowledge, but a lot of times you can't actually assume players have that knowledge. Game Maker, gotcha. I don't remember exactly where it happened. I think it was right after a fight with the Upside Down Sentinel. But it's in the VODs. If you just search for Void Reigns or whatever on the VOD search there, you can bring up it'll be at the end of the part 1. So right at the end of part 1, you can kind of see where it crashed there. And you can also check that if you wanted to see my reaction to the tutorial too. But yeah, there's nothing that particularly I recall standing out about the tutorial or whatever. It was fine, basically. Nothing stood out as particularly good or bad, I guess. But I think that's partially because I already kind of knew most of the mechanics. All right. Let's see. Let's do at least one more run here before switching to something else. That sounds good. Is there anything else that came to mind? When we're talking about game design stuff at all? As any regulars here know, we do like our little side tangents and conversations on interesting things and stuff. Yeah, that's probably covered anything that's on my mind right now. Let's hop back into it, shall we? Now I kind of want to listen to Matoya's Cave. Music in this game is good too, though. Yeah, that sounds about right, Virals. Yep. It's just writing rules as a general rule is something that's very difficult to do well. You're generally going to either be too brief and not cover all special cases or not make things clear enough, or you're going to be too verbose and make it way longer and kind of hard to trudge through. I've played over 1,000 different types of board games or whatever, different board games, so you definitely see that vary quite a bit, rules to rules, but it's not an easy thing to do. Even in my simple board game design walk the plank there, writing clear, consistent rules for that was still a lot of work. You're just explaining some basic mechanics and some card descriptions for a 20-minute game, but you still want to make sure everything's clear, and it's still pretty hard to get there, and even then, with all the rules present in the rulebook, people can still miss rules because they weren't emphasized in the right way, and yeah, it is definitely an art. Well, they aren't too drastically different. I guess we can try to beat Void 2 with her heart, perhaps? Oh, I can actually see them directly from here. That was 7.58. Okay, that's actually slightly lower rate and higher damage there. Let's see. And she does have the void defense, which is nice, and the auto heal. I'm guessing I didn't actually see any, but I'm guessing the bonuses that give you just heals and nothing else aren't available to this character because they would be worthless. Squirrelian, not too drastically, but so the defect has void damage instead of radiant damage with her base shot. She has a slightly higher base damage and slightly slower shots per second for very similar DPS. Both have a charge shot that does radiant damage. I think the panic attacks are the same too. Let's see. Yeah, so they both have the same panics. Her heart has some radiant defense. Defect has some void defense. Her heart has 16 health. And defect has 12, was it? But defect also auto heals at the end of each fight. Gotcha, virals. And that makes sense. Yeah, pictures can. It's definitely, that's another thing to balance, right? Like, just a big pile of pictures could be overwhelming, but a couple of could. Oh, and defect also has one more panic with more bomb there. But yeah, like overwhelming, but just text dump is also overwhelming. Now I'm just thinking of the beginning of Homestuck Act 5, which is just a bunch of text dump. And when something comes to break it up, it is a lot better. Vitreous Ocean. Still unclear if the, oh, maybe that's the background we're gonna be on. I haven't paid attention to that. Aha, Advar. Still trying to fire too early on the charge shots a lot. Forgot to actually pay attention to what the challenge bonuses were, but I assume we've already got score and combo if they were things, so... And I know some of that information is on the UI. Oh, well, we just got something. Probably the textured bonus. The motes, I guess, is what the bits are called. Sorry, it. Got hit the last second. Slobby. I wanted my 100% combo, though. Okay. Got a mushroom for max health and move speed. And 1 pack. Oh yeah, this I like too, that it's not such a big scale, right? Like there's still +1 karma for getting hit only once. It's not just like, oh, where some games like, oh, you get a +5 or 0 if you get hit at all. Like that level of kind of all or nothing. Yeah, 99% sadness. So here we still have our staples, yeah. I mean, I'd rather have these gifts, so yeah, I'll take this. Oh, and the one other thing that was a little bothersome, Virals, that I'll mention since you're listening to all of any of my other suggestions or complaints, was when you have a very, like a dark background map with the dark bullets. Like, you can see them because they've got the blue borders, but it's really hard to see them clearly, and it's, like, that might be intentional, but it's kind of just, to me, not very fun when I can't actually see what I'm dodging very well. So that was like the only other thing that's kind of stood out as like, oh, this is not ideal. Like this map, it's fine. Like I can see them pretty clearly here, but there's at least one of the maps that is like a really dark background. That shot missed. Gotcha. Bigger panic attacks and 3 panics. Okay. Not bad, not bad. We've only actually fought Prisma once, I think. What do we got? Thorns is quite good, though. This is just a tetrant, yeah. I think increasing my damage is a little better than the Sparkstone. Oh, this is probably an easier fight, though. Scramble is one of my hardest, I think. Let's get better at it, then, shall we? Ah, blast. Thought that was far enough away. It was not. Well, I guess I can also say that the tutorialization timing was fairly good. Like it decided not to dump all of the mechanics up front so that you can get in and play a little bit, and then it will start explaining some of the other mechanics afterwards. Like right about when I was like having questions, like, well, how does this work? How do we actually maximize our score? The game's like, here's how you maximize your score. This unit will explain it to you. Oh. Okay, yeah, those spikes are full hitboxes then. Which makes reasonable sense, but not quite intuitive sense, I guess. I mean, if you know the boss stone, you can plan around it a bit with the lasers, because they aren't very long lasers, and you can kind of plan ahead of time how to avoid those to some extent. So I think it's doable. Like, you just need to position, like, get the enemy in the right position and stuff, but yeah, I don't know how I would keep a good long combo against it without being better, basically. You do knock back the enemy a bit when you hit it, especially, excuse me, with a charge shot, but... Alright, Sentinel... Well, we don't have a choice. We're getting a single item, and we've only got this mediocrity. Alright. We do get cracked heart out of it, though. One of the strongest 1-stars, probably. Like, this enemy is also kind of hard to keep a combo going with their jumps there, but once you know the fight better, you can plan around that a bit. And that helps. I should have used a panic there. I panicked too much to use a panic. It's a little harder to finish off her legs with that attack coming all the time, but... Knowing I don't, like, for some reason, the first several times I fought this, I thought I needed to charge shot this. I think it's actually kind of easier to take these out without charge shots. I do still like her little, like, basic animation. It's like looking at her hands. It's like, wait, what happened? I don't have my claws anymore. Alright, just never get hit again. Easy. What you got for me? You got a small heal and a large heal? Alright. Well, that's 100% heal spread across. On Vitria, huh? And Unknown. Yeah, let's just take the heals, I suppose. And try to, like, Hediso is probably a slightly easier fight, but like that's definitely what we'd take if we were at 80% or more health, but hey, problems. This is a surreal, a good word, a somewhat surreal boss rush bullet hell with some light roguelike progression sort of elements. Well, like it's a like, interesting thought. Like Staples is one of the stronger quick gifts, so my instinct is to actually save it to win a run that I'm close to winning, rather than to survive a run that's going mediocrely. Like, I don't think either path is wrong, and it's easy to get, like, in any sort of game that has consumables, it's easy to get in the mindset of, like, oh, I'm gonna save all of this, because I might need it later, and then never actually use it, and that's a bad mindset to be in. And roguelikes are good at, fighting against that sort of design to some extent, but still happens to some of us, for sure. Most of us, really. But, yeah, that is the, main reason I'm keeping it. Oh, these are a little miserable. I will retake him. Oh, that's a tighter one. Getting a little erratic as I find my positioning again. Alright. Yeah, I don't know how much you like bullet hells and stuff problems, but I've been enjoying this pretty solidly. I've mentioned this earlier, but I like bullet hell shmup games, but I kind of want this specific middle amount of difficulty that not that many games hit, because a lot of them are like super easy or super hard. But games like this or like Jamestown kind of find a way to kind of hit that middle ground a lot cleaner. Brilliant Paint, 2-star question mark, and a different 2-star question mark. I mean, we've never actually beat Void at this difficulty with this character, so we should probably still keep our level down. Ooh, probably should have bombed there, but we lived. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's just... No, 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 no. All of that. Wonder if enemies with multiple segments are especially vulnerable to, bombs or not. Oh, blessed. Double blast. I was doing so well. We missed the last segment and then we got hit twice in a row. Apathy. Oh, that gives us void heart shots. Sure. Yeah, it looks like most of those only take the top line, and I think most of their additional abilities can fit on 2 lines. Like, there's probably a couple of them that need a little shorthand. The darkness. 3 blue, sure. So, this did... just damage up. What else we got? Yeah, we have the 1.2, so give us 1.5 damage. $2.5, that can't be right. Did I miss something else? Oh no, we start at 3.5 on this character. Not 3. Right. Still might be 2 full damage up. It's pretty nice. Okay, another heal. And we're at 10. Yeah, okay. As we switch to Void, so it's no longer weak against our attack, but... Oh, it's 0.5 on the Void. Okay. Wait, wouldn't that be 1.5 then? Yeah. We could switch to Radiant Bullets here, but that is better served against the darkness. Still probably not gonna staple. Oh, did I miss another thing I had bonuses from? Because I thought Apathy was the only other one. Ah, Cracked Heart gives 0.5. There we go. Right, right. Damage is divided evenly across all split shots. Okay. I think I did look at this before and was like, oh yes, this isn't quite as good as I thought it was, but it's still pretty decent. Yes. is getting colder. Bleed for me. Oh, I always forget, like, Himatorin and Hidiso look similar, and both of their names are weird words that begin with H, so I confuse them every time. I didn't actually get into the fight before realizing they weren't the same thing this time, so progress. Forgot to check the requirement on our heal. Probably just a moat requirements. I don't see any other indication on the screen. We certainly would have hit the combo requirement by now. Alright, not bad. Don't use any panic attacks. That was the one other that it could be. We haven't seen that very often. So, we would have gained 8 health. Well, we would have gained 9 health, I guess, if we had taken that, but we would have lost. So it still would have been better to not panic, at least, assuming we got hit once. That one's good, but also requires no panics. Rude. And we know that's not a heal. And that's probably still the best pick for winning. Sitting at 3 panics currently. You can also just get some sense of progression by beating this monster we haven't beaten before. That's really not nearly as good, though. Let the combo wear off there, that's fine. Definitely not worth being too concerned about combo here. Ooh, that was a little closer than I intended it to be. I didn't see the red thing until I got very close. Oh, blessed. That was a fairly hard pattern, with the other one coming up from the bottom there, but still dodgeable. For a second there, I thought I'd gotten hit. I was like, no. Okay, we're good. Past 6 challenges in a single story mode run. Oh, we haven't actually done that before. And we did it this run even though we missed one. Funny. Heart key, huh? There's a full heal. We're at 10 of 20, basically. Wait. No, that's right. We were at 6.7. Okay. That scales well with our massive damage up. Getting some attack speed up would be quite nice. Just chilling down here and getting the heal and keeping the boss level low is also appealing. I see, Virals. How rude. Yeah, this is fun. Clear that out. Oh, good God, I'm surprised we didn't get hit there. Oh, okay, that gave us a heal anyway. Fair enough. Transfusion. And we are now at Toxic. Toxic is crit and crit damage, which is pretty helpful when we already had some crit, so that makes that a little more powerful than it would have been. That's what we needed, more yellow Tetrads. Which I realize we have that choice, but I just wanted to fight the easier thing. Absorb a total of 3,000 bullets with panics, sure. Single polyp. Oh. So there's a decent amount of randomness to this situation too? Or maybe it's based on other progression? Unclear. Interesting. Every other time we've seen this, there were 4 of them, like, so, like, it'd be 7, 8, 9, 10, and only the 10 would have the, gift. The other thing I, of course, always forget is that you can only use 1 quick gift for battle. So, saving staples to use against a fight that I'm using other gifts against, not the most useful necessarily, but glow tonic probably better. Yeah, I assume it has to be. If our base damage, or no, our base damage is toxic, not void now, so it's a little more up in the air. Because I assume they're probably neutral against toxic and weak to radiant. So we'd probably be doing about 25% more damage if we pop that potion. Or we can take 2 extra hits. That's pretty close. Both of those are good. I think we'll use the potion since it can't really be very useful against most other things. And staples could be useful earlier. I mean, yeah, like, we shouldn't really have too much trouble with a level 7 void, probably. Level 11 void is a nightmare. But, level 7 ain't too bad. Let's go. Down. Off to a questionable start. That doesn't do too much damage, though. Still don't quite what the deal with the circles are, but I guess it's crit. Alright. Like I said, level 7 shouldn't be too bad. We only took 1 hit early, a little sloppy there, but after that we played it quite smoothly. Yeah, I took out the level, I think it was 11, yeah, 11, because I had enough bombs that could just do about 80% of their health alone in damage. And at that point, I didn't know that you couldn't spam bombs. So that was my plan. I was like, all right, we'll try to get the gift by fighting the level 11, and we'll just take it out with bombs. Let's go. And then run in. It's like, tap the bomb again. I can't chain bombs. Can't chain bombs. Run. Abort. Mistake. It's a little curious that you even get karma from the void, but. Tetrahedron of Loneliness. That's 25 of purple, of course. There was no warmth. There was no love. there was nothing. The void had come for her once again.
She should have surrendered to the void. There would be no more pain. No more existence as such a horrid creature.
But she refused. Now, I get to actually ask you, since you're here, Virals, is this an intentional Undertale reference? That line right there. She had gained so much love. Her heart began to glow. All the love could not be contained. Her heart grew brighter. The darkness was being pushed away. Love erupted brilliantly from her heart. The entirety of the void was illuminated. The void was completely filled with love. A filled void cannot exist. It was completely erased away. She could finally go outside again. She could feel the grass again. She could see the flowers again. See the flowers again. She could feel loved again. But it was only temporary. The monsters would forget her by morning. They always did. The void would come back for her. It always did. But she would continue trying. She would not give up. She will find a way out.
What is this sentimental nonsense? The void is not something that can be defeated. Nothing matters in this world. Nothing matters at all. Everything you do is meaningless. Everything will die. Giving up is the only true peace. How long can she keep this up? Why doesn't she just give up? I will make her find peace.
Yep. 21.7. Is there anything else we want to use giant piles of yellow on? These are still just the tonics, right? Yeah. Don't care about those terribly much. And surprisingly, that's all void. I don't remember what most of these did. Umbrella was pretty great. Let's know where we can find umbrellas. That's a giant pile of panics. That's probably a good one to know. So that was speed up and damage, okay. Figured it was either damage or attack speed and something. But it had been a long time since I'd gotten that one. What was Pebble again? Alright, we'll get it. Charge damage, I'm sure. So that one's pretty weak by itself. So Hediso. She looks just like the symbol So. The symbol that we use to describe fire, passion, and warmth. She wants to share her warmth with the world, but she tends to get excited and shares too much. There's enough enemies that are related to the symbols that, like, now I'm wondering... Well, I mean, Zapper did highlight it if I wanted to compare those symbols to see if it there was meaning in that message or not. Lots of burn resistance. Burst the smaller glyphs quickly or she will absorb them and boost her defense. If that happens, her wings are still vulnerable. Okay. It did seem harder when we didn't kill the smaller glyphs, but I wasn't sure exactly how that was employed. It felt like the last phase was a lot longer, which is effectively the case, yes. So that makes sense. Okay. That is good to know. Oh yeah, those are just little bits of defense. Ain't much. Oh wait, I forgot to do the thing! I didn't do the thing! We gotta do the... Oh. Consart it. I got the thing and then I forgot to do the thing. Sadness.